Crew team and support for 222 and 333 kilometer participants. So first point, the personal crew starts from South Pulu, which is 87 kilometer point. That personal crew members can support you, all right, or you can support your runners, all right. Before that, you're not allowed to be doing that. If found, I mean, there'll probably be no option to do that, but if all that is found, it is a disqualifier yet again, okay. Point 2, a runner's team should comprise of at least 2 support crew individuals and 1 SUV, MUV registered with local taxi association. We'll organize all that anyways, but just to clarify that. The cars used for personal crewing should be driven and owned by a local Ladakhi driver whose license and car must be registered with the local taxi association. This is a very, very important point, okay. Local people are very touchy about this one. They only have a window of like 4 months or so for tourism, and if a car from say Delhi or a Bombay is, you know, going up and down the mountains like 10 times and all that stuff, or during the race and all, they don't like it. You could get into fights and, you know, race is over. So please just respect the local economy, help them out a little, use those cars. Anyways, there'll be better drivers than you guys up there. I would rather have your family or friends crewing for you. They'll know you better than, you know, just the local guys and all that. So, you know, can we have a little plan to it as well, okay? For the same reason, the vehicle to be used for personal crewing should be only provided by the race organizers after verifying all of the above. Do not use any other vehicle. Very, very strictly that, okay? At least one of the crew members other than the driver of the car should be fluent in Hindi or in local Ladakhi language. Very important, okay? Communications with the driver and locals belonging to the village we are passing through is very important. So we need to be on the good books, okay? No arrogance doesn't work. So please respect the locals. It'll help you go a long way. I mentioned earlier, but I repeat it. With the cars that you have, don't bang those doors. Keep the cars clean. These guys up there, the drivers, they respect the cars a lot. And if they see someone mistreating the cars, they're very happy to give up on the money they could have made, and they are happy to walk off and messing up your race. So it doesn't take much. Just thank them a lot of times. Close the when you're shutting the door, be gentle with it. You know, just don't go very quick, hard on it. So very, very simple but important point. Okay. 4th point, your runner is your responsibility. The safety is the most important part for you. All right. So see that all the necessary immediate first aid is carried and used when needed. Point is, when we are wherever we are on the race course after the 87 kilometer mark, there could be an instance where the core crew only gets to you by like after half an hour or 1 hour, or the medical team. You have to take care of your runner first. We are as a backup. Okay. So please be aware of what the first aid stuff is with you, how to use it and all that. As a rule of thumb, if in doubt, talk to the patrolling party or head to the nearest checkpoint. You know, if confused, just do that simple thing. You always move down, lose altitude if there are symptoms of anything high altitude sickness, high altitude pulmonary edema, high altitude cerebral edema. You just come down. Do not waste time up there if there's any confusion whatsoever. No more than 1 crew member should be on the road pacing the runner on busy sections on the highway. This is more for your safety than anything else, because it can get very, very tight. It can become dangerous for you or your crew member or the participant. So especially at Karu Circle, at the junction, at the section from Karu to Upsi to Rumse to Tanglangla, all right, because you might be walking around as if you're walking around in a park, especially, you know, when you're going up and down Tanglangla, those cars are coming very, very fast because the roads are very good, okay, and sometimes they don't even honk, and you could be in the middle of the road right then. So please do not do that. Be on the sides, all right. Section from South Pulu to Leh, similar thing again. That section is very fast traffic. Okay, so please be on the side. Don't be walking in the middle of the road. Okay, for your safety. Again, if we see this, you know, I don't want to disqualify someone on this, but it can be a disqualifier if you're being silly with it, because I wouldn't want to cause you, you know, put you in harm's way. So please take care of yourselves on this one. Point 6. Always walk behind your runner in a single file. Very simple. Even if it's the 2 of you, when you are in, even though, you know, the open roads, please be behind the other one. Okay. Don't spread out on the road. Please, please, please. Very important. Keep an eye on your runner during later stages of the race and watch out if your runner is walking straight or not. There will be a tendency, forget about blisters, because of the disorientation, high altitude sickness, they'll be like this, they'll not be walking like that, they'll be walking a little like that, as if they were drunk. You need to keep a note of that. Again, if they are on the edge of the road, just before the cliff bit, make sure that they are pretty sorted, that they're not just about to fall off, okay? Anyways, disorientation because of hape or haze can result in a staggered gait, so you need to be aware of that. Point 7. Please don't put your participant under any undue pressure to finish faster or sooner than the others. Finishing, actually being at the start line is a winner for me, is a champion to me, all right? So that's big enough. So don't be in this thing about, you'll come first and second and all that. How does it matter? Yeah, just finish, you're a champion. You've done great by just finishing this race. Always check with your runner on her strategy for the remaining distance. Learn that well during acclimatization days and prepare yourself better as a crew. Get to know yourselves better, your team better during your acclimatization time. Do things together, right? Crucial. Even if you don't know teams beforehand, when you go to lay, do that. Resting facilities for crew and participants will be provided at checkpoints such as Leh, Serthi, Lato camp before Tanglangla. So those 3 are definitely there. Yes, at lower altitudes, you can be sleeping in the car. So have a strategy accordingly. No other place of your choice should be chosen to rest at the above spots other than what's provided by the race organizer. So all facilities here will have been arranged for you. What you're getting to is other hotels and guest houses and all that stuff. Okay, so stick with the ones that we are providing. There's a reason for it. Okay, it's keeping the race in mind. Okay, so it's a bit of a strategy, the way those rest spots are. The only other recommended place to rest besides these places will be your crew vehicle, as I said before. Again, keep a note of altitude you're sleeping at. Always descend a bit if you are above 15,000 feet, if you choose to rest in your vehicle. Okay, so below 15,000 feet is where I like people to sleep, not above that, please. Even if you're very tired, don't sleep above that. Just get on with it, down, then rest. Point 10, please be courteous to others. I've said that enough times. Please be courteous to your team, to your car driver, to co-team, to the locals, to the mountains, and you'll finish the race. All right. Remember that you are the public face of this event. Avoid arguments and conflicts. That'll not solve any problem. Okay. Stay calm. I mean, I lose cool as well, but the point is stay calm, and there'll be a solution or some answer right in front of you. Okay. You're angry, you're upset, even that solution or that answer you can't see, then it's foggy suddenly, right? So just stay calm, please. So stay calm at all times. Apologize even when you're not wrong. I mean, those are basics. Sorry, please, thank you, probably the best 3 words in English, so keep using them whenever, wherever. Crew vehicles. Point 1, each runner in 222 and 333 category are allowed to use only one crew vehicle, okay, as provided by the organizers. No other private vehicles will be allowed on the course without special permission from the race organizer. Now, this is very important. I've said that enough times again. It is supposed to be an even playing ground. Let's do it. Like, camaraderie should be there, that ultra running camaraderie. It's a family thing, really. All right. Let's not try to have that silly edge over the other guy and try to do all these silly things. Again, anyways, caught doing all this, you're disqualified. All support vehicles should have highly visible race markings on them provided by the race organization. Again, we said that earlier, repeating it again. All 4 sides of the car, the front and the back and the sides, should have the race numbers mentioned very clearly. These markings show the runner's name and the number. Point 3. After 6 p.m. till 6 a.m., headlamps should be turned on while moving on the road. So even if it's not yet fully dark, it's a good idea to have the lights on, because distant traffic can see you, or we can see you, and that could be life-saving at times. On occasions where the team is planning to stop for a long duration, parking lights should remain turned on when the vehicle is on the side of the road. That's great, again, because we as core crew can actually identify this is possibly our car, even if you don't see your names in front and back of the car. Okay, so those blinking lights whenever you're parked at night really help us locate wherever you are. You'll be surprised. You respect these drivers in the car a little bit, they'll go a long way to, out of the way totally to help you finish this race. So be on the good sides, all right? Keep your car well organized at all times, because again, that'll make it helpful when the runner is crossing, as this will save time, and whatever the runner needs, it'll be helpful again. Point 5. The car should always carry adequate water during the race. Yes, we'll keep providing you, but the point is, in case you're short, just pick it up from any shop that you cross, rather than just saying, oh, but the organizer didn't give it. Yeah, we'll give it to you, don't worry about it. But take care of yourselves first, okay? Teams will be requested to tell us their water requirements for the race, and the quantity will be allotted to the runner stage by stage, at whichever, whether it be aid station or otherwise, cut-off points. You tell us, we'll provide you the water, okay? Just in case that bit hasn't happened and you're short of water and you crossed a shop, please pick up some water, okay? Please keep a track of your usage and inform the race officials well in advance in case of further requirements. Now again, remember, there's not a shop every 10 meters and 5 kilometers or something. So you keep a note of how much consumption there is by the whole team. Let us know beforehand and we'll cater to it, okay? Point 6. The car windows should never be blocked or obstructed by anything inside or outside the car. The 4 side stickers provided by the organizers should be put on back door, the front and the sides, the two sides. Also make sure no item in the boot space is towering above, blocking the rear view for the driver. So again, basics, because it becomes unsafe. This can be extremely dangerous while overtaking and lane changing.